Hey everybody, I'm Todd and this is Sweet Tea Guitars. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel and welcome to a wood selection video. Alright you guys, I was talking to Gio a couple of days ago, actually yesterday I think it was, and he always jokes about my wood paralysis when I go to try to choose a top or a back or a neck or a fretboard or whatever it is. I got to thinking about this and I said, you know what I think would be cool is to do a video catalog, mainly so I know what I've got in here, but I thought I would share it with you guys so you can see some of this beautiful wood that I've been able to acquire over the past 3 years. I'm just going to show you guys the tops and my fretboards. I'm not going to get into the body wood and the neck wood. I may do a video on that later because I got a ton of that stuff too, but it's harder to move around than the tops and the fretboards are. I am so fortunate to be able to have all this. Now it took me 3 years to get all this wood. Let's get going on this. All right, first of all, I'm going to show you guys some maple fretboards that I've been able to get. Some of these I cut myself, some of these I got from Kimball, some of them I got from C. Jacobs. Some of these actually came from a store on eBay called Shabby Chic. I've gotten many top sets and a bunch of fretboards from those guys. Always beautiful. This right here is just a piece of curly maple. Eastern hard curly maple. That's nice. I got a bunch of curly maple. This is another curly maple set, not heavily flamed. I got a bird's eye set right here. That came from Shabby Chic. Another decently curly maple fretboard right here. This is actually really beautiful and clean. I love that. That also came from Shabby Chic, as did this one. This is a piece of ambrosia curly maple. And I love this. I'll fill those little wormholes, and ambrosia maple's got wormholes in it. But you can easily fill that with epoxy or whatever you want. This is a piece of curly sapele. And this is so uniform on that curl, you guys. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. This I got from, I can't remember where I got it, somewhere in California. This is Mavingui. I don't know how to pronounce it, you guys. Somebody correct me in the video. But that's what this is. This has got a really yellow hue to it. You know, it's beautiful. This is also a piece of sapele. And I wanted to show you guys the color difference. Now, this is a quilted. This is quilted sapele. This is curly sapele. So look how different those colors are. Same wood, you know. This is Gonzalo Alves right here. I thought this was just a beautiful piece of wood. I love that streaking that you get in that tiger wood sometimes. This is a piece of Ovancal, and it's pretty much straight grain, not too much happening on this, but I love the color of this wood. Another piece of Gonzalo Alves, and this is like rippled and figured and beautiful and gnarly. I mean, the coloration in that's just sick. Beautiful. And then I've got some Zebrano right here. You guys have seen zebra wood. This is a really special fretboard right here. And I have not used it yet because I can't make up my mind what I want to use it on. But this is Blue Maho. This comes from Jamaica. This is one of the only woods I've ever seen. Some black limba starts to go a little blue-gray, but this is super blue-gray, and I love that. I've got a bloodwood, a quartersawn bloodwood fretboard here. You can see that quartersawn fleck in it. This is another piece of street Ovancal or Amazique. This is a piece I got from Shabby Chic not long ago. This is bicolor figured Granadillo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've got some Bacote. Also very beautiful. Really yellow. It's got black in it. I've got some quarter sawn cocobolo, and that color, there's nothing else that color. It's just beautiful. I got another piece of Bacote, and I actually got this from C. Jacobs Woods. I think he's still got some Bacote and some Ziricote available. This is a piece of figured Chechen. Some people call this poison blackwood or Caribbean rosewood. This is a piece of walnut, and it's flamed walnut. Look at that figure in there. I've actually got a couple of those. This is figured Palfero or Bolivian rosewood, and this has got that bee's wing figure in it in some places. You can kind of see that up in there. Lovely colors on that wood too. This is another piece of a little less figured and not bicolor granadillo, and I just love the color on this wood, you guys. This is so beautiful. This is a piece of Cadillacs or Mexican Royal Ebony, and this is one of my favorite woods ever for fretboards or even necks. This is a figured piece. Striped Macassar Ebony, figured, also just lovely, beautiful. This is a special piece of cocobolo. You can see the color on that is just amazing. I love cocobolo. This is also a piece of gnarly, like spider-webbed cocobolo. This is also Macassar Ebony, and it's got that bicolor or that light wood, sapwood streak down the side of it. I've got several pieces of East Indian rosewood. Some of it's light like this, some of it's dark. This is one of my favorite fretboards, and it's going to take a special guitar to put this on. This is a piece of quarter sawn. It's like speckled Ziricote. I posted a picture of this on Instagram when I got this board. Just awesome. More Indian rosewood. This is a little darker right here. Another piece of like landscaped Ziricote. I got another piece of that with a little more sapwood showing in this. This is Brazilian kingwood. It looks a little like East Indian rosewood, but the light is a little lighter than what you would see on East Indian rosewood. Gabon ebony, right here, also bicolored. It's got a little sapwood up the side. Another piece of East Indian rosewood, super light piece this time. I love that. I think it's beautiful. You put some oil on this and it's just lovely. Also a really killer special piece of Ziricote. Look at that figure in that, you guys, or that grain. Another piece of Brazilian kingwood, this time with some sapwood in it. And I love the grain on this. It's nice and straight. A darker piece of Palfero or Bolivian rosewood. This is also lovely. I love that wood. Here's a piece of cocobolo I ordered from Shabby Chic, and this is like really dark, but you can see that grain in there. Now these got dust all over them and stuff, but I don't know how well the camera's reproducing that color, but that's got like a vibrant red orange to it. A wide piece of figured granadillo right here. This has got some of that bee's wing figure in it as well. I picked this up at Woodcraft locally. Well, I saw this piece of Bubinga, and I just thought that was lovely. So that's pretty much it for the fretboards. Let's go through these tops real quick. So I just got this one today from Shabby Chic again. This is bicolored figured granadillo. I don't want to unwrap this. This is the only one of these I have. Cyril from C. Jacobs Woods gave me a really killer deal on it, and it was not completely dry when he sent it to me. Ziricote is really bad to check if it dries too quick. This is a Ziricote top set with sapwood down the middle. It's super nice when it comes to the grain. This is walnut, and I'm actually giving this piece to Geo. I don't know how well you can see that, but this walnut is just like beyond insane how figured it is. Beautiful. This is also Geo's, and I use this on my Strat build. This is the sister top to that. Geo really loved that Murado top I used on the Strat, so I got him one. Murado or Bolivian rosewood, Pal Ferro, whatever you want to call it. This is a piece of walnut burl. It does have some inclusions, but Jesus, you guys, look at that grain. I'm going to do something really special with this one. So here's a Wingay top set. You know, it's just a straight grain piece of Wingay. A nice book match Bubinga top set. This is an unplaned, it's still rough sawn, East Indian rosewood top, and it's rough. It needs cleaning up. I got this top for 22 bucks, including shipping on eBay. I've got another set of East Indian rosewood right here. I got this from Shabby Chic. This had some beautiful color in it, and I really love this. This is Mexican Royal Ebony or Cadillacs. Here's another piece of Wingay. This is a little thicker than that other piece I had, and this one's got like owl eyes in it, which I really love. This right here, this is another one of these special ones. I scored this top for $27. It's 3/8 of an inch thick. This is a piece of Chechen burl, or canaste, I think's what they call it. But I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that, but this is just sick. What a killer deal. This right here is a set that Derek sent me from Kimball Hardwoods, and it's cupped just a little. It is a 1/4 inch thick, but look at that, you guys. Wavy curly walnut, beautiful. It's got some gray brown, a little bit of almost pink. Here's another piece of Murado that I got from Shabby Chic that the grain's completely different on. I thought that would be a really cool top. One place I have forgotten to mention, you guys, and I'm so sorry, Felly. Fiddleback Woodshack in Oregon. I've gotten several sets from him as well, and every set I have gotten from Felly has been killer. Beautiful ribbon figured African mahogany. All 4 of them look like this. They were cut from the same flitch, and there they are. This is a set of figured Purple Heart, and it's kind of ribbon figured, but I love that, you know. I want to say this is Bubinga as well. I got this on Exotic Wood Zone, another one of those deals. I think I actually paid like $32 for this one, but that included shipping. This is a set, and it's kind of a small set, and I think it's actually long enough to do a Strat with. This is a piece of spalted maple that I got from Derek at Kimball Hardwoods, but look at that figure in that, man. And it could also go this way. You know, I could put the spalt in the middle and do that cathedral thing, which could be really cool. This piece I got from Felly at Fiddleback Woodshack, and this, I had never seen anything like this. This is Oregon ash, but not only is it figured and like gnarly, curly, and rippled. Look at the grain in that. It's got those owl eyes in it. Curly, all killer coloration going through this thing. This is another one of those sets that I don't want to unwrap. It's a pretty special set to me. This is a set of spalted, curly Oregon myrtle wood. I don't want to unwrap it. It's thin, so I think it would cut pretty bad if I left it on its own. Here is another piece of that Oregon ash. And this piece is just crazy wicked too. And I think this came from the same tree. But look at that, you guys. Is that not a killer guitar top? I mean, I could do something really awesome with that. Some color, awesome. This is straight grain ash right here. It's got a little bit of discoloration in the center. I'm not worried about that. Here's another killer set of curly spalted Oregon myrtle wood that I was sent by C. Jacobs. Just beautiful. The color of myrtle, there's nothing else like it. Myrtle is so beautiful. This is quilted maple that I got from Kimball Hardwoods. This is the set that I was originally intending on using for the giveaway build. But as you can see, I left it out here on the table and my roof leaks a little, so it got stained and it cupped. I've got the cupping out, but the stain's still there. That'll sand right off. Look at the figure in that, you guys. That is like rippled, curly, curly, curly. Kimball Hardwoods. This also came from Kimball. Spalted curly maple. For a spalted maple top, this is just about as good as it gets. This is killer. This is a colored piece of highly figured curly maple. Beautiful quilted maple. Look at the figure on that, you guys, and the chatoyance. It's lovely. Oh, this set right here blew me away. Look at this, you guys. And it does have burl pins in it, but look at the quilt on that thing. I actually love those burl pins. This is a set of quilted maple that I got from Kimball. As you can see, beautiful chatoyance, nice and white. Derek's got the best quilt of anybody I've seen. Fair prices, fair shipping cost, and a really cool guy. I mean, he personally called me to tell me that he had some beautiful quilted maple in for a really good price. That's where I got that from. A business the size of his, calling a guitar builder the size of me to tell me, man, I got some really nice quilt that I'm going to let go for a really good deal. If you want some of it, let me know and I'll put you a couple of sets back. What do you want from a business owner? Also, Kimball Hardwoods, curly ambrosia maple. Look at this, you guys. This is just so beautiful. I mean, this is at least a 4A set of curly maple, especially considering it's ambrosia. We're in the nitty-gritty now. I got 4 or 5 more sets I want to show you guys. Then we'll wrap this up. I didn't mean for this to get too long. And please understand, you guys, I'm not showing you all this wood to brag. One of the major things I love about this community is the sharing of ideas. You know, it's so inspiring, you guys. This one right here, you guys have seen it already. This is Oregon myrtle wood, but look at that grain, you guys. That is just wicked, you know? I think this would make such a cool guitar top. Also, from C. Jacobs Woods, if I'm getting myrtle, C. Jacobs is in Oregon. That's the land of myrtle wood, you know? This is curly myrtle wood. It is not spalted. That's just the color that myrtle is. Nothing else looks like this but myrtle. It is the only thing that has that wicked coloration in it. Anyway, this set right here is reserved for my buddy Mike at ASA Guitars. This is a killer old growth redwood book match set that I got from C. Jacobs. And I actually had forgotten that I had it. I found it tonight when I was going through my wood. So Mike, here's your curly redwood, brother. I'm sorry. I will get this out to you. Mike lives in Florida, so it's not going to take it but a couple of days to get down there. These are my favorite 2 woods that I've had in the shop, especially considering they're both domestic. Now, I've got some exotics I probably like equally as well. But these next 2 sets, and these will be the last 2, are stellar. So check this out. This is old growth redwood lace pin burl. I've got 4 sets of this from C. Jacobs Woods in Oregon. All right, this last set, also from C. Jacobs Woods. I bought the billet, same thing with the lace pin burl. I bought it the same day. I got 4 sets of lace pin burl, 4 sets of buckeye burl, and this is the buckeye, you guys. That does not even look like wood, it looks like rock. I had never seen anything like this, you guys. I was lucky enough to get 4 sets of this. You guys, I know this is off label for me to do this, but I really wanted to catalog all the wood that I had in the shop. That way I can go back, watch this video, find out what I've got. I'll make a list of all this stuff finally, so I'll have it on paper, or at least on my computer. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, peace and love.